Virgo, welcome. Welcome back if you're returning. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. This is your weekly read. This is a reading for Virgo placement Sun, Moon, or Rising. It's a general reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. And yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say. Sorry, the energies are so weird right now, and I'm having a little bit of a challenge with that. I wanted to get readings out to you anyway, and I tried yesterday and it failed. I failed to capture anything of value, so we're trying again today, and yeah, let's see what we have. We have the Queen of Cups, the Fool, the Five of Swords. This is the Modern Witch Tarot. And we'll do some clarifying cards from the Linestrider Tarot to follow. So, Queen of Cups, the Fool, Five of Swords. In having compassion for yourself, your confidence grows, and you're able to express emotionally to others in a way that is a little less charged. You're not looking for validation from outside because you know that you are worthy. You know that you are loved because you love yourself. And in that space, in that calm energy, but I'm feeling very calm energy, you're able to communicate so beautifully with other people. And this gives you the opportunity of a fresh start with someone. Five of Swords energy. It's possible that it's this new situation you're finding yourself in has some echoes of a past situation in it. And in that past situation, you still carry with you a bit of guilt about that past situation for some reason, and I'm not entirely sure. It's not very clear. Nothing really is very clear right now, with 7 planets retrograde and yeah, all the stuff that's going on astrologically right now. It's got me in a muddle. So not a lot is clear, but it feels like there's something about this new opportunity, this new situation emotionally that you find yourself in that does have echoes of some past situation. And there is part of you that still carries just a twinge of negative feeling and guilt about how things went in that past situation. So it's super important right now to remember that this new situation, it isn't the same. Even if there's a same person involved, because for some of you it feels like there is someone involved that you've been somehow involved with in the past. It's so unclear. It doesn't really feel like going back to an ex. Or if it is, it's somebody that you were with a long time ago. It almost feels like a relationship to a friend of an ex that has always been purely platonic has grown and changed over time. And the way things went with that ex, this is so random. And this will not apply to many of you, I'm sure of it, but it feels like there's someone here who is just kind of starting to have a different type of connection with someone they've known a long time who was a friend of an ex. And when this person that I'm sensing was with the ex, they did something that made them feel like they had cheated on that person. And that person never found out about it. And it's questionable in my mind if what they did was actually cheating or not. But there's some guilt there, right? And it's potentially causing a little bit of negativity because you're afraid. You want to be totally honest with this person that you're starting to know better. But if you're totally honest with them, you have to expose the fact that you feel shame for what has happened, what you had done in the past. And you're concerned that if you do that, then they're going to be in a situation where they feel awkward because they know something that their friend doesn't know. But you would feel bad if you didn't share everything with this person. Again, that is so super specific. I doubt it applies to many of you, but that's something that's coming through. And I think in this retrograde energy, we have to be careful that we're not sabotaging ourselves under the guise of going back and fixing old mistakes. If this is something that happened ages ago, you're the person you need to make peace with about it. Not this person that you dated way long time ago. And if you feel like you want not to hide anything from this new person, I think that's fantastic. But let's just see where the relationship goes before you feel like you need to share. There are ways to speak your truth without invoking the name of the ex, right? Yeah, this is so randomly specific. I'm not sure why it's coming through that way, but let's take a look at some clarifying cards on here. We have the Lovers, the Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, there's a sense of having gotten away with something. It feels like you are growing, though. Like in this partnership, you're concerned. You truly want this new opportunity to be really open and honest. You want this partnership to grow, and you want to be authentically yourself in this partnership. And you don't want this person to have even the slightest sense of you as someone who tries to get away with things. But you have such amazing skills that you've built emotionally in the time since you were dating this other person in the past, the ex. And you're not the person that you once were. And I think that there's a freedom for you, perhaps, in sharing your perspective on what happened. Just in a sincere way. And maybe you want to have a conversation with that ex first, because you don't want to put the new person in an awkward situation. I'm not sure. This is such a very specific reading. I'm trying to think of another interpretation here for you folks that aren't in that situation. If there is some new connection of any type that you're now entering into, a new professional relationship, maybe, a new job, a new friendship, someone you've met through a group recently and you're really liking them, and because you're able to communicate so well now, loving yourself, you're really probably connecting with a lot more people. But there's some new connection that shows great potential to be a partnership over time of one type or another. And in that situation, it's just truly important right now to start on a very authentic foot, to be truly yourself, and to know that you're accepted. So it's not a time for hiding pieces of your personality so that you'll fit in. That's not what your soul needs. That's not the next step on your journey. That's not what takes you forward. So if there are things about how you have behaved in the past that are troubling you still, consider having conversations with some folks about that, to sort of cleanse that residual negativity that may be still there for you in some small regard here or there, because that will allow you to continue to be authentically yourself in these new connections and to grow good quality partnerships with folks who appreciate you for who you truly are. I think that's what I have for you. I hope that it's helpful. And I want to thank you for spending this time with me, and sure that things will get better as the planetary weather changes. So thank you for bearing with me in my challenged state today. And I will wish you a good week, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.